Taihun is not the biggest guy in the room. He's not the heaviest. He doesn't have the longest reach. But he has broken baseball bats with his shin. He has shattered ribs with a single kick. And he does it against guys who outweigh him by 30, 40, 50 pounds. So how? Today we're breaking down the complete fighting system of Taihun, the footwork, the spins, the aerial combinations, and the actual physics behind why this stuff hits so hard. Let's go! Before we get to the insane aerial stuff, you need to understand where this style comes from. Taihun's fighting system is rooted in Taekwondo. And most people think Taekwondo is just flashy kicks for point scoring. That's wrong. Traditional Taekwondo, at its core, is built around one idea. The leg is the longest, heaviest weapon on the human body. Your leg weighs roughly 20% of your total body weight. When you swing it with full hip rotation and momentum behind it, you're not just kicking someone. You're launching a 15 to 20 kilogram limb at their skull. That's the base Taihun builds everything on. But what makes him different isn't just the kicks. It's how he generates power. And that starts with one word: rotation. Here's the physics lesson nobody talks about. When Taihun spins before a kick, he's not just adding a cool visual. He is literally multiplying the force of impact using centrifugal mechanics. Think of it like a hammer throw in the Olympics. The athlete doesn't just throw the hammer forward. They spin over and over, building angular momentum. And when they release, that thing flies. Taihun does the same thing with his leg. The longer the rotation, the more velocity he builds at the point of impact. Force equals mass times acceleration. His leg mass stays the same, but his acceleration spikes during the spin. This is why a guy weighing 70 kilograms can crack the ribs of someone weighing 100. The rotation does the work that bodyweight can't. Now let's get into the actual arsenal. Move by move. Move 1, the spinning back kick. This is the workhorse. You turn your back to the opponent, drive your heel straight backward, and connect with the liver or solar plexus. The liver shot is one of the most painful strikes in combat sports. It causes an immediate drop in blood pressure. Fighters don't get back up from clean liver shots, not quickly. The beauty of the spinning back kick is that the spin hides it. Your opponent sees you turn, they think you're retreating. Then your heel is already in their gut. Move 2, the spinning hook kick. Same rotation entry, but instead of driving the heel backward, you sweep it in a wide horizontal arc. Target: the jaw. The jaw is the off switch. Hit it clean with enough rotational force, lights out. The spinning hook generates more arc velocity than a standard roundhouse. Because you've already loaded the rotation before the kick even starts. These two moves, back kick and hook kick, are Taihun's go-to tools for finishing fights or creating space to launch bigger attacks. Here's something most people overlook completely. None of the spinning works without the footwork underneath it. Taihun uses a sliding foot system, especially on slippery or uneven surfaces. Instead of planting his feet and pivoting hard, he slides his feet slightly inward and drops his center of gravity low. Why does this matter? Because spinning kicks require you to be mobile during rotation. If your foot sticks, you lose angular momentum. You kill your own power before the kick lands. By keeping his weight low and his feet sliding freely, Taihun maintains full rotational speed all the way through contact. He can also advance and retreat while doing this. Which means opponents can't time his strikes by watching his feet. The footwork is invisible. Which makes the kicks unpredictable. Now we go airborne. Once Taihun has the grounded spins locked, he takes everything vertical. The tornado kick, 360 degrees. Jump off the rear leg. Spin a full 360 in the air. Strike with the opposite leg on the way around. This move covers distance. A lot of it. Fast. Opponents who try to back away from his grounded attack suddenly find him in their face, mid-air, with a kick already spinning toward their head. There's no safe retreat from the tornado kick if you don't see it coming. The 540 degrees. This is where it gets serious. The 540 degrees requires you to jump, spin 1.5 times, and land on the same foot you kicked with. Read that again. You kick with your right leg. You land on your right leg. That means all the rotational torque, all that angular momentum, is compressing down through your shin into the target on contact. This is the sheer mechanical reason Taihun can shatter ribs and break baseball bats with his shin. It's not just leg strength. It's angular momentum being focused into one point at the exact moment of impact. The 1080 degrees, the signature. 3 full rotations in the air. This is not a practical street fight move. This is Taehun's statement. It requires perfect jump timing off one leg, aerial body awareness for 3 rotations, precise hip control throughout, and 0 hesitation, because if you second-guess mid-air, you crash. The 1080 degrees doesn't just hurt the person it hits. It ends the psychological game. Nobody wants to stand in front of someone capable of spinning 3 times and still landing a clean kick. So let's recap what makes Taehun's system work. A Taekwondo base that treats the leg as a weapon, not a scoring tool. Rotational physics that multiply force beyond what his body weight should allow. Bread and butter spinning kicks that are fast, disguised, and devastating. Sliding footwork that keeps his momentum alive through every rotation. And aerial combinations that punish anyone who tries to escape. This isn't just a cool fighting style to watch. It's a complete system, designed to let a smaller fighter absolutely dismantle someone bigger. If there's another fighter you want me to break down next, drop it in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.